going on, guys? Jack Wood here, driver in the NASCAR Camping World Truck Series. I've recently announced a new partnership with Logitech G, and they sent me a bunch of great exciting products for me to upgrade my sim rig with. So today specifically, we're going to be checking out the brand new Logitech G923 TrueForce wheel and pedal set. All right, so at first glance, definitely built out of premium materials, and that's quality stuff top to bottom, which is definitely going to be good for me because I've been known to be pretty rough on equipment. You've got a brushed metal wheel, hand-stitched leather wheel cover with a new premium stitch pattern and polished metal pedals. Of all the things on this wheel, I'm most excited about TrueForce. TrueForce is Logitech's new force feedback technology, and everyone that I've spoke to said that TrueForce bridges the gap between the real world and sim racing. As we move our way down, the pedals feature a progressive brake pedal with an updated spring for more consistent and accurate braking. All right, now that we got all this stuff out of the box, it's time to bolt them onto the rig and see what all the hype's about. Setting up the G923 wheel and pedals was effortless. After some adjustments, I secured the base and pedals. I was most excited to try out Logitech's new TrueForce force feedback technology. TrueForce is proprietary, high-definition force feedback technology that will revolutionize what's possible in racing games, all derived from real game physics. It's crazy just how realistic the TrueForce technology is. It's become so crucial that your gear on your sim is top-notch. iRacing has done an incredible job scanning these different racetracks, whether it's a road course like Watkins Glen, a mile and a half like Charlotte, or even a super speedway like Daytona or Talladega, and bringing it as close to real life as possible. And I think TrueForce allows you, as the user, as the driver, to feel every little bump, every little seam, every little crack in the racetrack. I was running some laps at Watkins Glen, and going to the bus stop, hit the curbs on the right-hand side and the left-hand side. You know, and in the truck in real life, it basically rips the wheel out of your hand. I was blown away to see that the TrueForce technology on Logitech's new wheels simulates that almost perfectly. You can see that Logitech has built race controls directly into the wheel. It's nice to have the dual clutch option, so my hands are always on the wheel and the shift is at my fingertips. Thanks to the progressive brake pedal, it added an extra level of realism, and I consistently find myself braking later and deeper into corners. This setup gets my approval. If you're looking for a great wheel and pedal set with excellent force feedback, the Logitech G923 is just for you.
My favorite piece of Logitech gear is the wired G502 mouse, and then also the steering wheel and pedals. I'm a race car driver, gotta have the G923, of course. You know, with iRacing, the iRacing software, you can go drive a Formula 1 car, Indy car, or sports car that use paddle shifters, or you can go to NASCAR or any of the stuff that I've raced growing up. So iRacing has definitely stepped up the game and scanning all the racetracks that they build and release. And so you get an actual true feeling of how Charlotte will race, or how Daytona will race, or how Watkins Glen will race. And if you have the proper wheel, like the G923, you have the force feedback on, you get to feel like, oh wow, this is what drivers feel when we're going around certain corners. A good racetrack to actually feel the bumps and nooks and crannies and everything is actually Fontana Auto Club Speedway, one of the roughest racetracks we go to. So with the TrueForce force feedback and the G923, you get to experience the backstretch is the worst. I mean, the steering wheel is shaking and bouncing out of your hands, and it does that. But the force feedback system in the G923 is very up to date and very accurate. Feels like when you slip a front tire, slip a rear tire, you kind of feel that in the wheel. And that gives you that force feedback sensation of, ooh, I need to change something different from what I'm doing, or change the setup. Drivers, we always say it's never our fault, it's always a crew's fault, so fix the car and it'll drive better. I've been racing for 18 years, and my first ever racing experience on the computer was with a G25. So really old school, really back in the day. I consider it old school, but I just remember if I wasn't at the racetrack racing, I was at home racing on the computer. Super fun, brings back a lot of history.